Hello, Princess. It is our last night, night 8 aboard Odyssey of the Seas. I am feeling much better, so hopefully we can do some fun things tonight. There is a headliner show. It's the comedy Juggler. I think I've seen him before. I don't remember, but, well, maybe I'll recognize the act when I see it. I'm going to head upstairs to see if there's something in the Windjammer that, well, we just have to do at least one last time. Then let's go and take a look at a few of the other interesting things that I've noticed around the ship. And how it's a little bit different from Wonder Woman of the Seas in a way I kind of appreciate. All right, well, first step, Windjammer. First stop, Windjammer, because it's more than a step, definitely more than a step. There's an elevator and multiple steps and washy-washy and all that to get in there. So let's go, well, let's get that started. If it's complimentary, can you just sit down and have the green mixed miso soup and vegetable rice? And just FEI, tonight's theme is Italian, or Italian, but that's definitely not what I'm here for, so let's go find out. Is the cruise going to be ruined on the last night? No, I did not scope this out, so we're all gonna find out together whether or not... Oh no, the cruise is ruined. Wait a minute, there is still hope. There is still the custom dessert station, so let's see. Oh, hallelujah, the gods have spoken. Alrighty then. Oh, my lovely, how long will we be kept apart again? Well then, here in the Windjammer, they have Italian meatballs and chicken parmigiana, the exact thing I had yesterday. So, I'm going to risk it for you. I'm going to come back and I'm going to try these, and I'm going to compare them, and we'll see, well, which was worth it, and which one wins. We're in the Royal Theater for Pete Matthews, the crazy juggler. You know what? I don't think I've seen him. I don't recall that name because I would have confused it with Dave Matthews, and yeah, I don't remember doing that. Just leaving Pete Matthews' Crazy Juggler. That was a great show, and he mentioned that he was on Symphony of the Seas out of Barcelona, so I guess I did see him all the way back then. I don't think Symphony of the Seas has been back to Europe on a revenue cruise since, so I do recall a couple of the bits, not the jokes, but the acts. So, yeah, I guess I did see him at least once before. So, well, name confusion aside, it was great. It really was. So, I'm going to go and sample the duplicate food items and see what the deal is. This could get interesting. And have more ice cream and sprinkles. Here it is, pretty much the same thing I got at Giovanni's yesterday. A meatball gigante, chicken parm, and pasta with, well, they had it as tomato sauce. At Giovanni's they call it marinara sauce. So let's see which is better, and I guess this will also mean, is Giovanni's worth the cover charge? Interesting. All right, the technical preparation of both is very good. So the techniques and the overall result was great on both. They are different recipes, so I will at least acknowledge that. This one here in the Windjammer, the flavor profile is a lot more forceful, and it, I would say, is either catered toward a more North American palate or a more mass appeal. I think a lot of people will like that better. Giovanni's more muted. I think they're trying to be more authentic, which I get. Which is better? Neither. They're just different. So I think some people will like that, some people will like this, and it actually doesn't matter in terms of whether that's an upcharge or not, and this is included. They're just different recipes. So I'm going to say that given this, how good it was, the upcharge I paid for Giovanni's, yeah, wasn't really worth it. I could have just come here today and had just as good a chicken parm, meatball, and pasta complimentary. So there you go. The panna cotta is probably better. I don't know. I don't think they have it up there. I'll go look, but, well, I already have intentions. Yeah. That means I've been kind of disappointed by the specialty dining. I mean, I've only done it twice, so that's not really that great. Darn, there was no panna cotta, so I just had to get extra sprinkles, right? So, like I said, let's talk about the art in the room, like this. I have noticed that the art here on Odyssey of the Seas is significantly more abstract than it is on Wonder Woman of the Seas. So this is pretty typical. So there's this one, and this one, and this one. These are all within 3 or 4 decks of each other. Animals, birds, are always a favorite, and neutral travel scenes like airplane windows. Now, it does appear to be skewed toward the feminine form, but I get the impression that that's just a normal thing in the art world. A lot of artists, wow, another word for my dictionary. A lot of artists would rather work with this form for reasons. You know, we're not going to get into that. Maybe we will. No, we won't. Well, not completely in balance. There are a few men in these pictures, such as this one. They're the 2 in the middle, and the 4 women. So I bet they're 2 happy fellas. And some sculpted art, but you know what? We're just not going to get into this one. Here in the Via, I would say the ultimate in neutrality, giant paint splotches. That was all in the midship stairwell, so let's head forward to the forward stairwell, where we're going to find the really interesting pieces. First, we find one that's at least balanced, with what appears to be a man and a woman. In addition to just seeing the art, they have this X-ray experience, but it says tap the X-ray icon in the Royal Caribbean app. I do not have that icon in my app. Or it is buried in some menu, and I don't know where to find it. What may be an Odyssey of the Seas exclusive, a picture featuring just a man. But more importantly, I want that jacket. Now, this piece does feature women. We got Wonder Woman there, Maryland. I guess that's Mick Jagger. I'm not sure. I don't know who the character on the top row is, but do note everything revolves around a banana. Cheeky. Finally, my favorite piece of art aboard the ship. It is a bunch of, well, let's call them busts or head figures out of paint. But let's take a look at who is at the center of this universe. Come on. Tell me that's not Orange Man. And that's my quick abbreviated tour of some of the art here aboard Odyssey of the Seas. Definitely not all of it, just the pieces that I found interesting and important and maybe even unique. So when you're aboard, definitely take them. Do not take them. Take the time to check them out. They are, they're very appreciable. It's just before 11, and the only thing really going on is the Red, the nightclub, which I've been to more than once. So I figured I'd just come back, get packed, have my bag out, and turn in early. I know, can you believe it? Oh well. But I also wanted to say goodbye and spend some time with my little zoo that I have collected. I'm going to miss all of you so much. You're all so cute. Oh, I wish I could take you home, but that would be theft. Anyway, I also wanted to show you, that's as far as the TV swings out. So, not exactly practical for bed watching. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, there's the chair, but I had stuff on the chair, so yeah, I haven't even turned the TV on this whole time, so that's okay. Well, anyway, it's time to say goodnight. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow, and time to go home. Okay, bye. We'll miss you. It's morning, and it's almost time to leave. Not for me. I still have like an hour and a half until my number is up. The people who are carrying their own luggage are on their way now. Quite a complicated mission to set up the gangway, unlike an airplane where they just basically open the door and people start walking off. So, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna go and grab a light breakfast and wait. Then, I don't know, as soon as I can. Well, not really as soon as I can, but when I can. Well, grab the backpack and head out. Probably take about, not even half an hour to get home, because I live in South Florida, so. All right, well, yeah, the coffee and breakfast, how about that? And once more into the Windjammer. I might as well point out here on our last day, these hand wash stations are pretty good. So there's soap on the left, water, it's soap on the right, water on the left, and then there's paper towels right there. Everything is a good distance away from each other, plenty of room for your hands under the water. So yeah, these are pretty good. Not as good as the other ones on Wonder because these curve a different direction, but yeah, I will accept these. I tried the green one. It is spinach, celery, and cucumber, and it is weirdly potent. And maybe I'm pushing it a little, but let's start off with a hearty breakfast. It's actually kind of hard to get small portions, so yeah. Well, okay, yeah, I know. I could have taken one strip of bacon, one sausage, and one pancake. I get it, but oops. But I didn't, so there. That was breakfast. I think they started calling the regular group, so I'm gonna go back to my stateroom, do one final check of everything, grab the backpack, and just go wait until it is my time, and then head out. Gotta walk all the way to the parking garage because here it's only surface parking. And remember, I didn't want to park her in a regular surface lot, so yeah, what a schlep. Prefer Miami, prefer Port Canaveral to Fort Lauderdale. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be back here for a while, so that's okay. I'm back in Miss Liberty 2. Okay, that went very smoothly. I just went back to my stateroom, did a quick turnaround, grabbed the bag, and by the time I left, they had called my number. I walked right through the terminal, grabbed the bag, and out we go. When disembarking here in Fort Lauderdale, at least with Royal Caribbean, you do not need to have your passport out. They just scan your face. So I just left everything sort of packed away, wasn't carrying anything, and it was super, super easy. And okay, breakfast is settling, so that's fine. I'm feeling a lot better. I should be at 100% tomorrow, no problem. And well, yeah, it did kind of suck to get sick on a cruise ship, but you know what? If you're gonna get just a little tummy ache, a cruise ship is a fine place for that to happen. So, you know, even with that, after a wonderful cruise on a beautiful ship, yeah, I am thankful for my problems.